Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So they're filming me, but I'm going to go ahead and start talking about these Martin Luther King quotes again. And keep in mind that even though they're filming me, my videos are still by far the best videos on YouTube. No matter what you think of yourselves or your favorite celebrity, right? Let's look at the facts over the feelings. I'm the Son of God. When I think of myself as someone else looking at this situation, it's clear that only an idiot would prefer other people's videos. It's the bottom line. This is the most important story ever told. By far, it's the story of my life and what I think of various things. So again, I'm going to say it a certain way when I'm talking about Martin Luther King's quotes, when I'm quoting them, and I'm going to say it a different way when I talk about or quote my own quotes. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. We must learn to transcend the thoughts they try to put in our heads and to stop reproducing before it is too late for children. The things that hurt you actually teach you. We should not try to harm people unfairly in the name of trying to teach them. The most valuable gift you can receive is an honest friend. The people who suppress me the most, in some ways, need to hear my advice more than anyone. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. If the enemies of God are not one's enemies, then they must be failing in life. 90% of our problems are caused by our own thoughts. 90% of our thoughts or more are coming from the governing class these days, and I am looking forward toward my morally precise writings as a way to keep from messing up. And I'm looking toward my morally precise. Let me say it again here. This is my quote. 90% of our thoughts or more are coming from the governing class these days, and I'm looking toward my morally precise writings as a way to keep from messing up. Happiness tip. Stop expecting from others. I plan to punish others in the afterlife as I do not think they will do the right thing. A good laugh and a long sleep are the two best cures for anything. What I desired most outside of serving God, better than anyone, is being the top martial artist ever possible as females betrayed me. After that, it was making love. So what I desired most outside of serving God better than anyone is being the top martial artist ever possible as females betrayed me. After that, it was making love. Arguing with a fool only proves that there are two. I actually didn't put a quote of mine there, so let's just go to the next Martin Luther King one. Love is nothing without action. Trust is nothing without proof. And sorry is nothing without change. People who do not scramble to make things right are unrepentant sinners, and they are nothing. Persevere, you will win. Not immediately, but definitely. Moral repetition is a basic part of serving God. The best things in life come with patience. Anyone can come up with these sayings, but being the top martial artist ever possible, only one person could possibly do that. People should seek to rally to me first and foremost. I changed my thinking and it changed my life. Finally getting up and dusting myself off and then realizing who I am changed my life. Knowledge comes from learning wisdom. Knowledge comes from learning, wisdom comes from living. The tree of life is greater than the tree of knowledge, as the fruit of the righteous is wisdom and a tree of life. So think about it, right? The fruit of the righteous is wisdom. And you need to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Right? You should be righteous and produce the fruit of wisdom and make the wise judgment call when it comes to other people and everything else, really. That's what it means to do unto others as you would have them do unto you in a biblical context, in the context of righteousness and justice and truth. Love all, trust few. Everything is real, but not everyone is true. One cannot love unrepentant sinners the same way they love people who have repented and made amends for sin. So at times you see me correcting Martin Luther King's saying, but in a sense it's not correcting it, it's refining it. Because what you think of it at first when it comes to sayings and proverbs is not necessarily what it's saying, right? You have to really think about what would make it true and what would make it false, if anything would make it false. A pretty face gets old, a nice body will change, but a good heart will always be good. Specifically for the top martial artist ever possible, who has been shunned by attractive women as the governing class mocks God, settling for unattractive females is a mistake. They should submit and I should pick one, and they should try to make amends for shunning me as a group. Also, my heart that God made perfect seeks true love in a woman. It seeks true love in a woman who is beautiful inside and out. So again, the last part. Also, my heart that God made perfect seeks true love in a woman who is beautiful inside and out. So let's actually go over this again here. What I'm saying is it's not for me to settle. It's wrong for me to settle. I don't settle. Well, let's see why again. Specifically for the top martial artist ever possible, who has been shunned by attractive women as the governing class mocks God. Settling for unattractive females is a mistake. They should submit, and I should pick one, and they should try to make amends for shunning me as a group. Also, my heart that God made perfect seeks true love in a woman who is beautiful inside and out. I don't care what people think or say about me. I know who I am, and I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I have already proven to God that I am the top martial artist ever possible. And in an unneeded overkill, other people's actions have overkilled this. Before going to sleep every night, forgive everyone and sleep with a clean heart. People always get this wrong. If a sinner refuses to repent, you must rebuke them by your actions. Only if they repent, which involves making amends for sin, is one to forgive them in the truest sense. I've proven this many times in my videos, like in Luke chapter 17. The mind acts like an enemy for those who do not control it. Who controls their mind less than those who think that the top martial artist is something he never naturally could be? Mentally ill. They are hacking my brain to keep people from rallying to me and looking up to me. Only the dumbest of fools would not rally to me and would not look up to me. So again, it's saying that, Martin Luther King said, if you don't control your mind, it's your enemy. Okay, it acts like an enemy for those who do not control it. And I bring up that who controls their mind less than those who think the top martial artist is magically crazy or something, right? That's stupid. And people who think that people shouldn't look up to me, right? They don't have enough mental control in that particular way. And I'm not talking about what happens when people throw you off when they hack your brain. Okay, that's just people throwing you a stumbling block. I have more mental control than they do because they keep doing the wrong thing. They can't demonstrate sound judgment and self-control and mental prowess to the point where they make sound decisions. But I can. So their minds are enemies for them. My mind is my friend, and they're hacking my brain to no avail. I still do the right thing, And it's still insane to not know that I'm the Son of God, the one you must rally to no matter what, no matter what. Always be in love with a soul, not a face. If a woman is worthy of me, she will not expect me to date a female who is physically unattractive, to fit her mere political scale. She will want me to date a beautiful woman, as she must know that it is wrong to expect me to settle in that way, especially when society has made this a matter of who is honored by physical beauty. Well, my heart desires it. So in other words, if a woman is worthy of me, she'll know that I deserve a female who's beautiful inside and out, especially as the enemies of God are trying to mock God by trying to get me to settle. And on top of that, my heart desires beauty inside and out. My heart is pure because of God. Everything will be okay in the end. If it is not okay, it's not the end. I have lived my life constantly thinking about the death of my flesh, as the world is a very cruel and vile place. Truly, it is an obstacle course, and it was never meant to be a place worthy of nothing but the children of God. You are the problem. You are the problem, and only you are the solution. If you interpret that as you can connect to God and be righteous while cheating me out of my right to lead, you are wrong. Don't waste your life trying to impress others. How many times have females rejected me as their brain has been calibrated to dating scum? And the reasons include trying to impress very shallow and sick people. Don't give up. The beginning is always the hardest. It is a mistake when one does not try to serve God with all their being. Strong people don't put others down. They lift them up. When the world is in rebellion, the righteous tell them that they are wrong. Stop expecting loyalty from people who can't even give you honesty. Honesty is a key ingredient in loyalty. Stay strong. Make them wonder how you are still smiling. Inner strength is proven when one humbles themselves to the point where they obey the King of Kings. I am the King of Kings. Don't believe in luck, believe in hard work. The right type of hard work will truly bring rewards. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Time is one of the life and martial arts principles. Anyone can find the dirt in someone. Be the one who finds the gold. It is a foolish mistake when one does not perfect themselves in the divine order in order to try to masterfully identify and purge the demons out of their friends. Sometimes the best thing you can do is keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. The truth always comes out in the end. Satanists often pretend that people are better off keeping their mouths shut. So be careful. And think very carefully about your ways. So I'm not necessarily calling Martin Luther King a Satanist here. What I'm saying is be careful how you interpret these sayings. My quotes are a response to these Martin Luther King quotes that I came across, according to Quotes Library. And I make sure that people don't make stupid mistakes when they interpret them. Let's just do a few more and that'll be it for today. Learn to enjoy being alone because no one will stay forever. If a woman obeys God through me and I fall in love with her and we are joined, then she will rule with me as my queen forever. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Train your mind to be morally precise and give thought to your ways so that you can see what exactly should be done in every key situation. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. I grew most when I did martial arts with my mind, body, soul, and spirit together. as I struck down the demons that seek to torment the righteous. They also seek to become my inner demons, which is impossible. So I'm going to go ahead and end there, actually. And in the next one, I think I'm going to go over some of those quotes again, because they're very important. For example, if a woman obeys God through me, and I fall in love with her, and we are joined, right? We become one spirit, one flesh. She becomes my true love. Then she will rule with me as my queen forever. Can you imagine the sheer stupidity of attractive females who are so unromantic, so shallow, so basic, so careless, so senseless, so inconsiderate? If they prefer being just another rich slut, just another rich guy's wife, just another conformist, over being the queen of queens forever? That kind of bad judgment, that kind of short-sightedness is a profound disgrace.